for many, many of you who are buying a house in Southern California right now, anytime during the 2020s, this one tip could either help you get your absolute dream house or could end up costing you tens of thousands, even a six-figure penalty in your home purchase. Yeah, this is why the appraisal contingency is the most dangerous single term in your entire residential purchase agreement in California. And basically, here's what that is. The lender pays for an appraiser to come out and look at the house during the transaction, that basically the house is worth enough money that if the bank had to foreclose and has to sell it at an auction, they should be able to reasonably get all or most of their money back. And the appraisal contingency basically says that if that appraisal comes in lower than the agreed upon purchase price, that the seller has the ability to cancel the agreement or at least renegotiate the purchase price based on what the appraiser found out. So if you're $100,000 low on your appraisal, that means the buyer needs to put up an extra $100,000 to buy the house. Now, why is there like a checkbox that says no appraisal contingency, but also removal of appraisal contingency does not eliminate appraisal cancellation rights in FBAC? What does that mean? It just kind of seems sort of ominous. This basically applies to FHA and VA loans. Both the FHA and VA programs basically said, you know what, we don't care what you try to waive. We're not going to have appraisal cancellation rights in these types of agreements. I really wouldn't recommend waiving the appraisal contingency unless you have a substantial amount of money saved. I would say approximately 30% of the home's value in savings. There is a light side to all of this, which is that even if you do waive your appraisal contingency, or if you're in a situation right now where you waived your appraisal contingency, don't forget that you have those other two contingencies to fall back on. I always recommend having all of your contingencies end on the same day because it gives you the flexibility to be able to say, hey, listen, I found this water heater to be too old for my liking, so I'm going to cancel the agreement. However, it is also a double-edged sword. If you don't understand the dangers of the appraisal contingency and you don't word the other two contingencies correctly, or you don't time it out correctly, you can find yourself liable to pay the difference in tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So yeah, hope that this helps save some of you from making a very big and expensive mistake.